You came here for a reason. Something deep inside you recognized that this moment was meant for you. You are not here by coincidence. Every breath you take, every heartbeat that pulses through your body, all of it has been guarded by a love that has never looked away. Right now, in this very instant, you are exactly where you are meant to be. The burdens you've carried in silence, the quiet prayers whispered into the darkness, the doubts that whispered, "You're alone. You won't make it." I have heard every single one. You've longed for a sign, searched for proof that you are not forgotten. This moment is that sign. I am speaking to you. I am here. I stand with you, not against you. You may have asked yourself, does anyone truly see my life? Does my pain carry any meaning? Or am I just drifting, tossed by waves beyond my control? Let this truth settle into your spirit. Nothing in your story has happened by chance. Every trial, every moment your heart felt shattered by disappointment, I saw it all. I never turned away. Even in silence, when you thought no one was listening, I was near. Even in waiting, when it seemed nothing was happening, I was shaping something within you, something no storm could ever destroy. You are not merely enduring a difficult season. You are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. You want to see what lies ahead, to understand the full picture, to know why things unfolded the way they did. But there is power in mystery. There is strength forged in faith when you choose to trust without knowing every detail. I am not withholding your future to punish you. I am holding it close because if you saw it all now, it might overwhelm you. You are not yet ready. But hear this. What is coming is not just good. It is beautiful. It will redeem every tear, every sleepless night, every moment you thought you could not go on. This is why the moment matters. This is not just about survival. It's about who you are becoming. It's about the faith being shaped within you. A faith that will carry you through battles you cannot yet see, and victories you have not yet dreamed of. If you give up now, if you surrender to despair, you will miss the transformation I have been crafting in your heart. And I do not want that for you. I want you to step into the fullness of the life I created for you, to witness the miracles I have arranged in your favor, the doors I am unlocking, the healing I am preparing. And know this, what I am doing in you is not a copy of someone else's journey. This is not a generic path. This is your story, woven uniquely for you. Your pain, your dreams, your struggles. Every thread has been carefully placed into a tapestry only I could design. No one else can walk this exact path, because no one else has been entrusted with what I have placed in your hands. That is what makes your journey sacred. That is what makes it beautiful. The way I formed you, the gifts I gave you, the way I positioned you in life. All of it was intentional, with deep purpose. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time for the unfolding of my purpose in your life. Take a deep breath. Feel my presence here now. I am not distant. I am closer than your own heartbeat. You search for me in grand gestures, in dramatic moments. But I was there in the quiet, in the stillness before dawn, in the unexpected word of comfort, in the peace that settled over you even when nothing around you changed. That was me. All along it was me. You may not realize it, but change has already begun. The way you view yourself, the way you see your future. I have been shifting your perspective. You've started to hope again, even if it still feels fragile. You've begun to believe that your past does not define you. That is my spirit breathing life back into places that had grown numb. And I want to make you a promise: I will not stop. I will not let go. You feared I might grow tired of you, that my patience might run out, that my love has limits. But I am not like those who left you. I am not like the voices that said, "You are too much," or "You are not enough." My love for you is not conditional. My plans for you are not fragile. They are rooted in who I am, and I do not change. So when doubt returns, and it will, remember this moment. Remember that you were in the right place, hearing the right words at the right time. This is no accident. This is the beginning of something new. And though you cannot see the whole picture yet, you can be certain of one thing: I am with you. I am for you. And I will complete what I began in you. Now that your heart is beginning to hear my voice, I invite you to draw even closer. You've stepped into a moment that could change the course of your life, but it will require trust. You've longed for clarity, for assurance that your steps are leading somewhere meaningful. And I tell you now, every moment you've endured, every twist that made no sense at the time, it was all part of a greater plan. I know shadows still linger in your mind. Questions whisper. What if it doesn't work out? Or, what if I'm not strong enough? But listen, you are stronger than you think. Not by your own strength, but because my strength flows through you. You've asked, why now? Why is this happening at this point in my life? Because now is the appointed time. You may feel unprepared, but you've been in preparation longer than you know. The seasons of waiting when you felt overlooked, those were seasons of deep sowing, and now what I planted in the soil of your soul is ready to rise. A harvest is coming, of joy, of peace, of dreams restored. But you must keep watering it with faith and obedience. Remember those nights when you prayed without words, when you could only whisper my name because the pain was too heavy. I was there. I counted every tear, gathered every sigh. Nothing was wasted. Those moments were seeds, seeds of surrender, of dependence, of closeness with me. And now they are ready to bear fruit beyond your imagination. This is why you must not turn back. The enemy wants you to believe giving up is easier, that comfort lies in returning to the old ways, but those paths only lead back to the same dead ends. I am placing a choice before you. This season matters. If you walk forward in faith, breakthroughs await. Breakthroughs that will bless not only you, but generations to come. Your obedience today will unlock blessings for your children and grandchildren. But if you retreat, you delay what I have prepared. And the weight of what could have been will linger in your heart. That is not my desire. I did not call you to live in regret. I called you to live in fullness. And understand this: your journey is unique. That's why comparing yourself to others has drained and defeated you. Their timeline is not yours. Their calling is not yours. I wrote your story with details no one else can carry. That's why some doors closed. Not because you weren't worthy, but because they would have led you down the wrong path. I am the one who opens and closes doors. Trust me when I close them. It is always to protect you or redirect you towards something better. When you feel pressure to rush, to force things before they're ready, remember timing is part of the miracle. Just as the earth turns unseen and brings dawn at the perfect moment, your breakthrough will come in its appointed time. You don't need to strain to make it happen. You need to stay aligned with me. Keep your heart soft, your ears open, your spirit ready. I will lead you step by step. And when the time comes, you will look back and see I wasted nothing. Even now I am working behind the scenes. There are conversations about you that you don't yet know. Alignments are being made in your favor. People are being stirred to help you. Opportunities are already set in motion. Some will surprise you. They will come from places you never expected. This is how I move. I delight in exceeding your expectations, in showing you that I can act in ways you never imagined. Stay close to me. In the days ahead, distractions will come. They won't appear as obvious threats, but as small compromises, seemingly harmless choices that slowly pull your focus. Guard your heart and mind. Keep my words before you like a lamp for your feet. There will be times when the path feels narrow and you'll be tempted to take shortcuts. But don't be deceived. Every step with me, even the slowest, is progress toward the destiny I designed. Picture this moment when the promises you've held on to become reality. When you see the miracle in full bloom, joy, relief, overwhelming gratitude. It is waiting for you. But you must keep moving toward it. Refuse to let fear dictate your steps. This is not just about holding on. It's about rising. You are not just surviving. You are stepping into victory. And with every step, you prove that faith is stronger than fear, that hope is greater than despair, and that my love will always have the final word in your story. Listen closely. What I am saying must take deep root in your heart. You've walked with hope and hesitation. Now I want to bring you into complete trust. What I am doing you cannot be half-hearted. You've tasted enough of my presence to know it is real. You've seen glimpses of my hand at work in your life. But I want you to live in constant awareness of it. I don't want you to visit peace occasionally. I want peace to be your everyday atmosphere. Opposition will rise again. Waves of uncertainty will crash. But I assure you they will not sink you. You've already survived storms you thought would destroy you. And you are still here, not by your strength, but because I held you. The same hand that carried you then will carry you now. Remember this when fear tries to creep in. Your future is not in the hands of chance or in the power of those who oppose you. It rests securely in my hands, and no force in heaven or on earth can take it from me. I want you to begin speaking as if you believe this. No more agreeing with defeat. No more repeating the lie that you are unworthy or incapable. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. I call you to speak in line with my promises. When you wake, declare my goodness over your day. When you feel weak, say, God's strength is made perfect in my weakness. When the enemy whispers you are alone, answer, God is with me, and he will never leave me. Let your voice become a weapon of faith that drives back darkness. But understand, this is not just about words. It's about posture. When pressure surrounds you, reach toward me, not away. Too often, pain causes my children to withdraw, isolating themselves from the source of healing. I'm not asking you to pretend you're fine. I'm asking you to bring your honest pain to me, so I can transform it. It is in your most vulnerable moments that I do my greatest work. Yes, I know you've been disappointed. You've prayed for things that didn't come as hoped. You've seen trusted people turn away. You've faced days when your faith felt too small. But hear this, not one of those moments was wasted. Every unanswered prayer redirected you to something better. Every loss taught you deeper dependence on me. Every tear watered the soil for a greater harvest. Nothing from your past will be useless in my plan. You are now in a critical place, between promise and fulfillment. Many give up here because they can't see the end, but I want you to see with the eyes of faith. When you can't see the finish line, focus on the next step, because I am in that step with you. I'm not asking you to run ahead. I'm asking you to walk steadily, knowing I go before you to prepare the way. Even when you doubt, remember, your path is under my protection. I have already removed from your future what would have harmed you. I have kept certain people out of your life because their influence would have led you astray. What feels like rejection may actually be my protection. You may not thank me now, but one day you'll look back and understand why those doors stayed closed. And at the same time, I am about to open doors you never knocked on. Opportunities will come without your effort, simply because my favor is on you. Some blessings will seem sudden, but they've been years in the making. You sowed seeds in prayer, kindness, obedience, and now the harvest is near. Do not grow weary in doing good. In due time you will reap. If you do not give up, I want you to be ready, not just for battles, but for blessings. Many think they're ready for increase, but when it comes, they're unprepared to carry it. I am strengthening your character now, so that when abundance arrives, it lifts you higher, not crushes you. I am teaching you to keep your eyes on me, so your joy depends not on the size of the blessing, but on the giver. Hold on. This season of shaking is not to destroy you, but to remove what cannot remain. When the dust settles, only what is unshakable will stand, and you will be among them. Now I speak to you about your true identity, the one I gave you, not the labels the world placed on you. For too long, you've lived under names I never spoke. You let others' opinions, rejection, and past mistakes shape how you see yourself. But I tell you the truth, none of that defines you. I do. And I call you chosen, redeemed, deeply loved, and set apart for my purposes. The enemy worked hard to convince you otherwise, because if you truly believed who you are in me, his power over you would collapse. And that is exactly what is happening now. His grip is weakening. When I formed you, I did so with purpose. Every gift, every trait, every experience, I wove them together with care. You are no accident. Nothing about you is random. Even the parts of your story you wish to erase, I can use for good. So stop disqualifying yourself from my plans. Stop saying you're not ready, not worthy, that someone else would do better. I saw everything, and I still said, yes, this one is mine. You felt invisible, overlooked, forgotten, but I never overlooked you. Not for a moment. In fact, those seasons were when I watched you most closely, shaping your character in solitude. I taught you to hear my voice when no one else was near, to trust me without applause or approval. It is in the quiet, unseen places that the deepest roots of faith grow. And your roots are stronger than you know. Now I call you into a new place. Not because you've achieved perfection, but because you've been faithful in your imperfection. You stumbled, yes, but you kept rising. You had days you wanted to quit, yet you held on. You could have chosen bitterness, but you chose faith. Those choices matter. They are recorded in heaven. They are building a testimony that will inspire others when they see what I am doing in your life. Remember when you asked if you still had purpose, when you thought your best days were behind you. I tell you, your purpose is not finished. It is unfolding. You've only seen the first chapters. Ahead are pages that will leave you in awe. Your story is not one of defeat. It is one of redemption and restoration. The enemy tried to steal your joy, your hope, your reason to rise each morning. But I came to restore what was lost and give you even more. Understand this: your life was not meant to be lived in survival mode. You were created for abundance, not just materially, but in peace, love, purpose, and joy. I came so you could have life and have it to the full. That fullness begins not when everything is perfect, but when you choose to believe my goodness is greater than your circumstances. And know this: the more you step into who you are in me, the more resistance you may face. Not everyone will celebrate your growth. Some will misunderstand. Others may try to pull you back. That's why you must keep your eyes on me. You cannot live for people's approval and follow my calling at the same time. If you must choose, choose me. Choose obedience over acceptance, truth over comfort, eternal rewards over temporary applause. Your worth is not defined by how others treat you. It is rooted in my unchanging love. The cross proved once and for all that you are worth everything to me. I paid the highest price to bring you into my family, and I would do it again. That is how much I value you. Now I invite you to live as one deeply valued. Walk with your head high, shoulders back, heart full, knowing you belong to the King of Kings. Now that you are beginning to see who you truly are in me, I open your eyes to the power already within you. You are not defenseless. You carry spiritual weapons, mighty to tear down strongholds, silence lies, dismantle the enemy's plans. The same spirit that raised my son from the dead lives in you. That power is awake, active, ready to move through faith. You often see only weakness in yourself. You say, I don't have what it takes, or I'm not as strong as others. But strength is not measured by loudness, but by how deeply you remain rooted in me when trials come. Strength is not the absence of fear. It is standing despite it. And that strength is already in you, because I placed it there. You may think you've reached your limit, but I see greater capacity within you. You can endure more, because my grace sustains you. You can rise higher, because my hand lifts you. You can speak with authority, because my word fills your mouth. The enemy trembles, not at your name, but at the name you carry, mine. And every time you stand in that truth, you walk in the victory I've already won for you. I have equipped you not just for defense, but for advancement. You were not made to run from battles. You were made to take ground, to enter realms of peace, joy, and purpose the enemy thought were his. There are promises with your name on them. It's time to claim them. This will require courage, persistence, faith, but it will bring joy beyond imagination. And remember, you are not fighting alone. My angels go before you. My presence surrounds you. My spirit whispers guidance in your heart's stillness. Even when you feel alone, heaven's armies are moving for you. Do not let silence fool you into thinking nothing is happening. The greatest victories are often prepared in the unseen. As you walk more boldly, you'll notice not all resistance comes from the enemy. Sometimes I allow obstacles, not to harm you, but to strengthen you. Like muscles grow under pressure, your faith grows through trials. The weight you feel is not to crush you. It is to build you. Every challenge is training for the greater tasks ahead. So see your battles differently. Instead of asking, why is this happening? Ask, what is this building in me? Resistance often proves you are on the right path. The enemy doesn't waste attacks on those who threaten nothing. If you feel pressure, it's because you matter to my kingdom. Do not underestimate your influence. Your faith, your words, your choices. They ripple farther than you know. Someone is watching. Your perseverance speaks louder than any sermon. They are learning I am faithful. I sustain. I keep my word. And when your breakthrough comes, and it will, your testimony will ignite faith in others. This is why I call you deeper into my presence, not just for temporary comfort, but to equip you for a lifetime of purpose. My presence is your refuge and your training ground. Here you learn my voice, gain strength, receive wisdom. You are not who you once were. The old you couldn't carry what is coming. But you have been refined, shaped, empowered. Now it's time to walk as a warrior who knows the battle is already won. Every step of faith shakes the enemy's ground. So rise up, beloved. Lift your head, hold tightly to my promises. Victory is not just coming, it is already here, and you are walking into it.